Hello friends. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. On this occasion, we will discuss the epic journey to Indonesian independence and the role of important figures behind this soul-stirring struggle. Let's see together how Indonesia gained its independence from colonialism, the Netherlands, as well as inspiring stories of heroes who fought for the ideals of independence. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss other interesting content from us. Indonesia gained its independence from Dutch colonialism on August 17, 1945. The process of struggle for this independence involved various events and important figures who fought to achieve it. The following is a summary of how Indonesia gained its independence and some of the key figures involved. At the end of the 19th century, the spirit of nationalism began to rise among Indonesian people. Factors such as modern education, industrialization, and the spread of liberalism and nationalism from Europe influenced intellectuals and activists in Indonesia. Several nationalist organizations such as Budi Uto, which was founded on May 20, 1908 by Dr. Wadin Sidirohoesodo, became the forerunner of the struggle for independence. The national movement grew in the early 20th century with the emergence of important figures. Sukarno, charismatic leader and orator, emerged as one of the leading nationalist figures. He became the center of attention in voicing the spirit of nationalism and independence. The largest socio-political organization at that time was Serikat Islam, SI, which was founded in 1912 by Hos Cokro Aminoto. SI originally aimed to defend the economic and social interests of the Indonesian people, but over time, this movement became increasingly politicized and became one of the strengths of the national movement. Serikat Islam became important in uniting various elements of Indonesian society to unite against colonialism. Apart from Serikat Islam, trade unions also played an important role in the struggle movement. Trade unions such as the All Indonesian Workers Union, SPSI, and the Overseas Workers Union, SBS, were active in fighting for workers' rights and against colonial capitalist exploitation. In 1942, Japan succeeded in occupying Indonesia during World War II. Japan replaced the Netherlands as the new colonialists. Although the Japanese government was also repressive, their policies that limited Dutch power provided an opportunity for Indonesian nationalist leaders to be more active in the struggle for independence. On October 28, 1928, the Second Youth Congress in Jakarta delivered the Youth Pledge demanding one language, Indonesian, and one homeland, Indonesia. The Youth Pledge is a symbol of unity despite differences in ethnicity, religion, and culture, depicting a greater spirit of struggle to achieve independence. After Japan surrendered at the end of World War II, the political situation in Indonesia changed drastically. On August 17, 1945, Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta proclaimed Indonesian independence in Jakarta. Although the Netherlands again tried to seize power, the proclamation became an important milestone in the struggle for independence. The Dutch, wanting to defend their colony, did not recognize Indonesia's independence and tried to reclaim Indonesian territory by military force. This sparked a war of independence known as the Indonesian Independence War or the National Revolutionary War. The Indonesian nationalist forces consisted of various forces, including the Indonesian National Armed Forces, TNI, and security agencies such as the People's Security Agency, BKR, and the Indonesian People's Rebellion Front, BPRI. During the struggle, Indonesian nationalist leaders were active in international diplomacy to gain support from other countries. Muhammad Hatta was an accomplished diplomat who played an important role in bringing the issue of Indonesian independence to international forums. International involvement eventually increased political pressure on the Netherlands to recognize Indonesian independence. In 1949, negotiations at the Round Table Conference in The Hague, Netherlands, succeeded in reaching an agreement that recognized Indonesian sovereignty. In this agreement, the Netherlands recognized the Republic of Indonesia as an independent country and its sovereignty over its former colony. The Round Table Conference became the end point of Indonesia's long struggle for independence. On December 27, 1949, based on the results of the Round Table Conference, the Netherlands officially recognized Indonesia's independence. Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta became the first president and vice president of the Independent Republic of Indonesia. Many other key figures joined the struggle for Indonesian independence and played important roles in this struggle. Among them were Tan Malaka, a leader and theorist of the Indonesian communist movement who played a role in organizing the armed resistance, Ki Hajar Dewantara, an educator and movement figure who strives for national independence through education. Ki Hajar Dewantara, an educator and movement figure who strives for national independence through education, Kut Nayak Dien, an Archunese female fighter who played a role in the resistance against Dutch colonialism, and many other local figures from various regions in Indonesia who played an active role in the effort to achieve independence. The struggle for Indonesian independence was not short and easy, but was the result of the efforts and roles of various individuals and groups who united for their ideals. Decca and sovereign as a nation. The independence that was obtained in 1945 was the fruit of the joint struggle of all Indonesian people who sacrificed their lives and energy for the realization of a sovereign, independent and just Indonesian state. Indonesia gained its independence after going through a long struggle against Dutch colonialism. The spirit of nationalism and the ever-growing national movement became the basis for key figures such as Sukarno, Muhammad Hatta, Sultan Syahrini and Tan Malaka to voice their desire for independence. The Japanese occupation during World War II provided opportunities for nationalist leaders to fight more actively. The peak of the struggle came on August 17, 1945, when the Proclamation of Indonesian independence was read out by Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta. Although the Dutch tried to reclaim Indonesian territory by military force, the armed struggle and international diplomacy succeeded in bringing Indonesia towards recognition of its independence. The Round Table Conference in 1949 finally resulted in official recognition from the Netherlands of Indonesian independence. Figures such as Ki Hajar Dewantara, Kut Nayak Dien, and many others played a role in this struggle, fostering a spirit of unity and nationalism among the Indonesian people. The journey to independence is proof that the unity and struggle of the Indonesian people can overcome any obstacles to achieve the ideals of independence. This is a summary of the struggle for Indonesian independence and the role of important figures who inspired it. Hopefully this story will provide new insights and enthusiasm to continue to love and protect Indonesia, a sovereign and independent nation. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and leave a comment below about what topics you want to cover next. See you in the next video, keep up the enthusiasm and always love our homeland, Indonesia. Thanks for watching, see you soon.